Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's mukbang, I am finally bringing you guys another chips and dip mukbang. I think it's been almost 2 or 3 months since I did my last one, which is kind of crazy because I was doing them pretty consistently. So I have this chicken Alfredo dip, and instead of using chicken, I used chickpeas. Very excited, looks really good. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, this is a chocolate churro dip. So I'm very excited for these. And then also for today's mukbang, I'm going to be sharing more funny experiences or things that have happened to me because you guys really seem to like them and I keep getting requests to do more. So yeah, like I always say, my life is a joke, so no, I'm just kidding. But first, like always, we have to start with the food. Also to dip in the savory dip, I have Pringles. I think I had these in my last chips and dip mukbang, but I think that Pringles are like one of the best chips to dip. So then I have some Original Sun chips, which are accidentally vegan, and I've had these in a chips and dip mukbang before, but I wanted them again. And I've also had these in a mukbang before. These are the Packy chips. This one's the fiery chili lemon. And then more Packy chips. This is their jalapeno tropical. So I'm really excited to try this one. And then to drink, I have another Calypso. This is the pineapple peach limeade flavor. So I'm going to start with the Pringles, just so I can get like a good base flavor, you know? Because these are pretty bland, so they won't take away from the flavor too much. Plus, they're just amazing for scooping. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to show you because it's probably just going to spill. It's pretty good. Once again, it's not the best dip that I've made, but it's good. I think I'm kind of comparing it to the vegan Alfredo that I've had in the past, and that's made with tofu, and I prefer that recipe, so I think that's why this isn't as good to me, but it's still good, like, don't get me wrong, just not as good. Okay, I'm going to try it with other chips and see if it's better with other chips. I'm so excited. I'm just going to try the Packy. Okay, I'm going to try one plain first. Those are good. Those chips are just really good plain. Okay, so these Packy chips are very similar to spicy sweet chili Doritos. Very good. Yummy. So it's not extremely flavorful because it's made with vegan cream cheese and vegan cheese. And so if you get good vegan cheeses, then it's gonna taste better. I used Violife cream cheese and then Daiya cheese. Like, it's not anything special, you know? So if you know what vegan cream cheese and vegan cheese tastes like, then you kind of you basically know what this tastes like, just with a little bit more spices in it. Like I said, it's still good, but it's not anything super special, so I probably would rate it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think. So, the first funny thing happened actually quite a few years ago. It was the 4th of July. We were spending it with another family that we knew, and actually a few families, but we were at one of the family's houses and we were doing fireworks, and they had those really cool ones where you would, I actually don't remember how they work, but basically I felt like Harry Potter because it would shoot out, go poof, poof, poof. And so I was pretending I was Harry Potter, blah, blah, blah. Of course I would. They just had like all sorts of different fireworks that I hadn't seen before, and it was really, really fun. They had this, I don't even remember what it looked like because I think I just tried to block this out of my memory, but at the same time it was really funny and I wanted to remember it, so I don't even know. But I was heading back inside, I think because I didn't want to be out there for this one because it was gonna be loud, and they lit it, and somehow, I think it was windy or something, but it blew over and it started like spinning and shooting everywhere. And I remember I got shot in the leg, and it ended up being fine. It wasn't serious or anything. I think that was the PTSD portion of this one. But then I thought it was so funny, and I wanted to tell everyone that I got shot in the leg with a firework, like, and I survived. How cool am I, you know? Anyway, so that was really funny. I never thought I'd be able to say that I got shot by a firework before, but here we are. More Pringles. So the next funny experience was with Maylee. So we used to work out a lot together before she started working more. When we would work out together, sometimes we would just mess around after our workouts. I think we had just finished a leg day or something. I'm not quite sure. All I remember is that we were in our room, and I don't know whose idea it was, but I ended up hopping on her back, and she was going to attempt to squat with me on her back. Keep in mind, I think we had just done a leg day, so her legs were tired. I mean, it's pretty awkward to try and squat with somebody already, but because I'm just such a vast length, it just made it so much more awkward. So when she tried to squat with me, she ended up just instantly falling backwards. And it was pretty scary in the moment because my dresser was right behind me, and so I kind of had to like pull my arms behind my head so I didn't hit my head on my dresser. And then Maylee was like half on top of me, and I didn't get hurt surprisingly, like at all, but Maylee started freaking out. She thought that I was dead. I wasn't. I was actually completely fine. Maybe dying of laughter, but no injuries. So I thought it was so funny, and she still felt so bad after, and I was like, dude, it's fine. I'm fine. And even if I wasn't fine, it would be fine because this was like a mutual decision. We both decided to do this, so it would be both our faults. It's fine. So I'm not the biggest fan of pineapple, but I still wanted to try this one because I haven't been disappointed by their other ones so far. So not disappointed. It's good, guys. Okay, before I continue, I have to try this. This looks so good. So for the chocolate portion, I literally just used Vego spread, and then for the ring I used canned biscuits, the Southern Homestyle Grands biscuits, buttermilk biscuits. Those ones are actually vegan, and then I dipped them in butter, vegan butter, and then cinnamon sugar, and then I baked it. So I don't know which one to go for. Sorry, I had to take some videos off my SIM card because it was full again. I tend to just let it fill up. So I was getting ready to try this. Ooh, this looks so good, you guys. think I can show you. Whoop! Dodged the bullet on that one. Okay. You guys, this is so good. It's so messy, but it's delicious. This is a 10 out of 10. And the fact that this was so easy to make. So good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ooh. So, the next story, if you guys know my best friend Rachel, she's been in a few of my videos in the past. This story has to do with her. Most of my funny stories have to do with her, or include her. So I was at her house and her brother has this ferret and we were messing around with her. It's crazy. So her brother, his room, it's like this whole playhouse just for his little ferret, which is adorable. So Rachel and I, her brother, and her mom, we were all in his room playing with this ferret. I have a video of it. If I can find it, I will pop it on the screen. Rachel's mom put the ferret in one of Mason's clean pairs of sweatpants. Her name is Mina, literally the cutest name ever, because she loves going through like tunnels and things like that and the tubing. This was pretty normal for her to just like weave her way through the sweatpants. So that's what she did. And I was recording and it looked so funny because when she made it to the bottom of the sweatpants, it looked like a foot. Hopefully I can find the video and show you guys. This stuff on the outside is extra buttery cinnamon sugar spread. So good. Okay, before I just so badly want to finish that, but I need to have a little bit more of this because it is pretty good. Okay, so the next story, I was on a walk and I was cutting through this neighborhood and all of a sudden this boy passes by me on his scooter. I didn't think much of it. I mean, like, I was in a neighborhood, of course there's gonna be people inhabiting the houses. I was cutting across the street and he had already gone to like into that street, if that makes sense. He ended up turning around and coming back and he cut me off right before I was about to go onto the curb, and then he kept riding and I kind of glanced over at him like, okay, whatever, he's just a boy, a child. I don't really care that he cut me off. Like, he's just living his life, you know. But then I'm like looking at him out of the corner of my eye, and he pulls something out of his pocket. So I look over, and he pulls out a comb out of his pocket. Meanwhile, still riding his little razor scooter, and he starts combing his hair. And I'm like, okay, you do you. It was just so random and funny. I wanted to share it with you guys. So there you go. Actually, that wasn't even the first or the only incident that had to do with kids on scooters. I think it was actually that same night. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I was nearing the end of my walk. I see another kid on his razor scooter, and I was kind of wondering if these kids were friends because they both had their little razor scooters, and I know that Rachel and I used to ride around on our scooters all the time when we were younger. I can't believe I witnessed this. Just because it's totally something I would have done, maybe not in public, but I would have done it as a kid. He looks normal at first, but then I get up close and there's something protruding from his shirt. He just casually scooters right past me with the ball. It might have been a basketball just in his shirt. And I was like, what is it with kids and their scooters tonight? I'm gonna have some more jalapeno packy. They're all broken, bruh. There we go. You guys, it's so windy outside. It's been so windy these past couple of days, and I'm very upset about it. I hate the wind with a passion. It is so, for some reason, it's just extremely disconcerting to me. I'm always so high strung when it's windy because I feel like something's gonna happen, you know? I don't know. So if you can hear the wind, I'm sorry. Am I salty? Yes. I don't think I'm gonna have any more sun chips in it. It just doesn't taste the best. Would much rather have these chips. Okay. There we go. Those are very good. Very, very good indeed. Is it just me, or do you guys ever talk in a British accent? I just do it randomly sometimes. And some of my best friends and I always used to do it just randomly. So much fun. It makes life more fun and unexpected. Speaking of unexpected, I should have been expecting that. Goodness gracious. These jalapeno packy chips are very good. Okay. So, the next story happened over summer. We were at one of our family reunions that we go to every year. I was playing pickleball with my sister, my cousin Bryson, and my uncle. I was on my uncle's team, and then Amelia and Bryson were on a team. I guess I just got super tired or something. And so the ball came at me. It was on my left side, and I was holding my pickleball paddle in my right hand. And so I just like casually swung my arm and I hit the ball and it went back, and technically it was still in. And it was so funny because then I think either that same round or a few rounds later, Bryson is standing there and then he like turns to the side and kicks his foot up backwards, and he hits the ball and it goes back over and it was technically still in. So it was just so funny. We were like pulling out some magical serves and hits. So very fun. Okay, one more bite and then I'm gonna get back to this most amazing delicious thing over there. If I'm acting weird today, I am so sorry. I'm just in a weird mood right now, so. Yay, I'm so excited, you guys. This is so good. I go to be proper and eat it in 2 bites and not be super messy about it. And then my bite is too big and I'm like, might as well just eat the whole thing. And so I do. And then I make a mess. You guys, if you have access to Vego spread, you have to try this. So, the next story is actually more recent. It was a few weeks ago. Well, no, it wasn't just a few weeks ago. It was before Halloween. Halloween decorations were up, and I was going for a run. I think it was a little bit later than usual, than when I typically go on runs. I like to go early in the morning before the sun comes out because I just like running in the dark. I don't know why. So I assumed there would be more people out because it was closer to the time that people would get up and go to work. So I was running up this street that I typically run on, and it's in a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood I've been in quite a few times, so I'm very familiar with the neighborhood. And I was passing a house that I always pass, and I saw that there was a person out. And I look at the silhouette, and I'm about to go like, hi, or whatever. I realize it's a Halloween decoration. And so I realize that it's a Halloween decoration, and I'm like, and then I just start laughing to myself because I was just about to say hi to a Halloween decoration. I thought it was so funny though. And I think it almost happened a second time with another Halloween decoration. And I was like, wow, maybe I'm not as cognizant as I think I am when I'm going on runs. Okay, so I have one more story, and this one happened pretty recently as well. So, there's this street called Fremont here in Nevada, And it's a pretty crazy street. Like, there are restaurants and stores all along the sides of this street. There are performers in the middle of the street. It's not really a street. It's more like, oh yeah, it's a street, but like cars don't drive on it. It's just a big walk area. So we were there as a family a couple months ago. And we ended up stopping. We were with my oldest sister and her husband at the time, and they were getting a drink at one of the side restaurants, like along the side. We all decided to wait outside, and it was kind of like the funniest thing that we did, because this guy comes up to us. He has a guy with him who's filming. He walks up to us and he's like, do you want to do a dance off? Or something like that. Basically, he's challenging us to like a dance battle. And so I was like, Isaac, go, yeah, you can do it, come on. So the guy played music, and then Isaac started dancing, and the guy was like, yeah. And then his other guy, his cameraman, was filming Isaac, and then the guy started dancing, and bro, he got moves. He's so good. Anyway, oh yeah, he also mentioned he would pay Isaac 20 bucks. So he got $20. And then he ended up telling us that his name's Poppin' John on YouTube. It was just so funny that that just happened so randomly. Don't worry, that's not it. So then, Maylee and I were kind of joking around after Pop and John left. And we're like, yeah, what if we just started like whipping out those Mad Fit dance workouts? And so we were like messing around doing some moves that Mad Fit does in her workout videos. We hear from across the street, hey, what the heck? Pop and John was watching us, and he was like, so you can dance, because we told him we couldn't. But anyway, it was so funny that he saw us doing that. It was actually mostly Maylee. She was the one who was dancing around, so I think he was saying it to her. But it was hilarious, and so I just wanted to share that. I'm only gonna have one more. I always do this. I'm like, I pretty much eat a whole pie, and I'm like, I want to save some for my family, and I don't want to overdo it. And there's like a little teeny section left, but I'm gonna leave one so some of my family members can try it. But also, I'm starting to feel a little bit sugared out, so I'm just gonna have one more. Alright, you guys. Last bite. Alright, you guys, that is the end of this mukbang. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed these stories or the funny experiences. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys are amazing. I love doing what I'm doing. You guys make it so much fun, and I'm just so grateful for you guys every day. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.